Hey guys! Enjoying our reaction videos? If you are, please click the link to the reacted video in the description and show the creator lots of support. Thanks guys!
Okay guys, as soon as I watched the Honest Trailer's Dragon Ball Evolution video, all of you came in immediately saying, you gotta watch Everything Wrong with Dragon Ball Evolution by Cinemasins. So I went and checked it out. It seems Cinemasins is cool with reaction videos. I see there's a lot of them out there with a lot of views, so that generally suggests they're okay with it. So I'm anxious. I was so happy to find that out because I'm so anxious to watch this and get more of a breakdown of all the things wrong with this. And again, in fairness, I haven't seen the movie. I knew about the movie because shortly after you guys got me started into Dragon Ball, I came across it and I was like, oh, Dragon Ball movie. And before I could even watch it, the reviews, everything I read about it was so horrifically bad, I lost interest. And it's one of those cases where sometimes, you can get bad reviews on a movie or something, and you're like, hey, you know what? Might be fun to see how bad it is. But people were actually like wanting to commit murder. This was so bad. It sounded like something better to be left alone. So I'm anxious to see, excuse me, I got a tickle on my nose. Too much cocaine. What Cinemasins has to say about it. I like the fact that they call it Everything Wrong with Dragon Ball Evolution in many, many minutes. It's a 22-minute video, so apparently there was plenty of things to find wrong. I'm glad people put up those subscribe things, so otherwise I forget.
In a time before many can remember.
I already know I'm gonna hate this.
Oh, they put a timer on it?
Warlord named Piccolo came from beyond the stars.
I'll try not to stop this one a lot because it's a long video, but I didn't see the first sin.
I already know I'm gonna hate this movie.
A warlord named Piccolo came from beyond the stars.
There's not a fucking warlord named Piccolo who would decide to keep that name.
The evil pair brought the human race to the brink of annihilation.
Evil brings human race to the brink of annihilation cliche.
Yeah,
A
there's a
group of
cliche.
brave warriors created the Mafuba, a powerful enchantment that
Mafuba?
imprisoned Piccolo deep within the
Why
earth.
couldn't they create a powerful enchantment that would have killed this asshole? Why can't things kill things in these movies? Also, let's not only imprison him, but put him deep in the earth. Say hello to Parallax and the black goo from Thor the Dark World, asshole.
Wow, that's harsh.
Sorrow disappeared.
Even though Piccolo's henchman is supposedly badass in his own right, he decided to just vanish instead of finishing off a weakened human race. Something tells me this will be
Good
the
call.
opposite of evolution. Like, we might not be able to stand completely upright after this movie.
First rule
Move down the
is there
evolutionary
are no
scale.
rules.
Fuck you. CGI sweat is CGI. Also, slow motion sweat montage. I'm not saying I don't appreciate a good swat the fly into your grandfather's mouth scene occasionally, but I feel like this movie has earned my trust enough to get away with one so early. Apparently the first rule is that there are no rules about looking totally stupid either. Random ass watermelons are nearby so that falling into them is funny.
You
Oh
rely
my
too
God.
heavily on your external senses.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them, am I right?
True power comes from inside.
These clips of the movie alone are
Well, he is
horrible.
the key maker, so I guess Goku is learning from the right person. This area got landscaped during the Goku grandfather fight because now there's a shrub and greenery that was not there before.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That made me laugh. They actually overlooked that. Is nobody in charge of continuity in this film? It's just like, just fucking shoot it.
Grant the holder one perfect wish.
If I had the 7 Dragon Balls, I would wish that movies never again mention artifacts that are spread around the world and only work when they're collected. Goku parks his bike in a huge car space, which means Goku is a dick to his high school. I don't really know where this is going. Also, the popular kids straight up try to murder Goku.
Yeah.
You just fart, man? Because I could have swore I just heard something.
No, the screenwriter just wrote something.
Make me pay Geeko.
Geeko. Fuller gives Goku a free shot to the left side of his face, which would be great for a right-handed punch, but Goku clenches
Yeah, I was
his
just,
left fist for some
I
reason.
caught
I'm
that.
gonna be late for class.
Hot babes currently banging
Oh.
Fuller show up just in time to humiliate Goku even further. Hot babe who's going out with the school asshole actually really likes the protagonist cliche. I guess this...
Wow, this is so bad. And they just, well, again, I don't have to tell you guys this. They're not even anywhere in the vicinity of the actual story of Dragon Ball. I mean, he's had his high school and his bike. It's fucking Karate Kid. That's all it is. Without the interest of the wax on,
This
wax
is an
off.
invisible ship, and no one who watches the skies for a living ever notices it. Also, what happened to the powerful spell that sent Piccolo deep into the
Good
earth?
call.
Did construction workers accidentally dig him up trying to build a McDonald's? Just because the
Could
wood
be.
creaks, this chick gets suspicious about people under the floor. Holy shit, it's Sinestro. Also, is there a reason why he needed to show up at this very moment, other than the dramatic reveal? Also, they dragged poor James Marsters into this, didn't they? Goku's fantasy involves strawberries, but not nudity. Nobody fantasizes in a
Well,
classroom and
that's
gets away with it.
conceivable.
What might our ancestors say about the upcoming solar eclipse?
Who gives a shit what they might say? No wonder American kids don't learn anything in school.
This kid is so not Goku.
beware the Nemics.
Oh, so that's why the teacher asked such a stupid question. So we could get some exposition on some bullshit.
They're an alien race that nearly destroyed Earth over 2,000 years ago.
Surely it's more than that, right? I
Ah.
know we're in a fictional universe, but wouldn't there be evidence of this event if it only happened 2,000
So
years
if you
ago?
need to
When Goku couldn't use his ki
move
when
the
his
plot along,
grandfather
just
asked, the power
say
of
it.
boners is
Don't worry
stronger.
about
Use your
context.
The girl he's interested in just happens to know everything about this ki bullshit. Goku takes the Dragon Ball to Chi-Chi's party for no reason other than the plot. Goku! Jeez, Goku didn't even tell his grandfather he was going to the hot chick's party? Seems like an unreasonable dick move considering
Yeah,
he's so
really.
important to him. All the popular assholes from school decided to party outside the entrance to the mansion so that this fight could happen. Pouring water on the ground is awfully intimidating.
It'll be a massacre.
I know these guys aren't smart, but I thought
Whoa,
everyone
did you
knew that a
see?
massacre.
Did you see him pour water right at Goku's feet? Oh, somebody's got to get killed.
Even tell his grandfather he was going to the hot chick's party? Seems like an unreasonable dick move considering he's so important to him. All the popular assholes from school decided to party outside the entrance to the mansion so that this fight could happen. Pouring water on the ground is awfully intimidating.
It'll be a massacre.
I know these guys aren't smart, but I thought everyone knew that a massacre involves killing lots of people. So even if you destroy Goku into millions of pieces,
It's still not a
not
massacre. Still one person,
this
many
move might have been
pieces.
impressive if the bully didn't scream trying to punch him. Slow-mo overkill.
Whoa.
Those kids got knocked out trying to murder Goku. The party continued, and the unconscious kids in need of medical attention were left lying in the
As
driveway.
it should be, though.
I like different.
That's why I dated the school's most popular asshole. That's perfect timing, because she's 26. Why did you bring ninja stars to fight the old man, but a sci-fi gun to shoot the lady in the Japanese village?
It's not here.
If he knows the
It's
Dragon Ball
funny
Z
how
man
the
has been
hot
feeling
chick-
it, then why did they even bother going to the house? It's to kill the grandfather.
Who likes
and
the
make
bad
Goku
guy
feel
is all of a
being
sudden
dick, isn't it? Also, father
acceptable,
figure
'cause
dies
now
after
she
the
likes
child was
the
a
good
dick
guy.
claim cliche. Shit, he could have just done this in the first place. Why does he need any henchmen?
Yeah.
Also, with this kind of power, who needs Dragon Balls?
Something's wrong.
This
Moon
is
and the
so
Dragon Ball know
awful.
when Goku's grandfather is about to die for some reason. Didn't Piccolo just crush this house? Why isn't the whole house just a bundle of sticks and debris right now? I mean, come on. Piccolo has just about the same
Yeah,
protection
really.
power as Sauron at this point. And did Piccolo not know about Gohan's grandson? He could have just waited here until he came back and he could have taken the Dragon Ball.
7 Dragon Balls must be found for all men's
We
fate.
later find out this is a nursery rhyme. Why a story like this was passed down as a nursery rhyme and not something important is total bullshit. This quest could have started a long time ago and there would have been no issue. Paozu United.
Where is it?
Holy shit.
Fucking pronoun game. Also, they dragged poor Emmy Rossum into this, didn't they?
That's Emmy Rossum? Oh, why would they do... And for those of you who don't know, Emmy Rossum is like... to me, because I'm a huge Phantom of the Opera fan, and of course she played Christine in the Phantom of the Opera movie, and her singing makes it wiggle. Makes it violently wiggle, and so does looking at her, but the singing too.
Paozu United.
Oh,
Where is
now...
it?
That's
I
the
know
ultimate
it's
sin. They
here.
brought Emmy
Motherfucking pronoun
Rossum
game.
into
Also,
this.
they dragged poor Emmy Rossum into this, didn't they?
Are you Piccolo?
Did you not listen to your grandfather? He definitely referred to Piccolo as a he just before he died.
Yeah, you
Ma
think
knew
that's
this job would
Piccolo
require a
there?
jetpack at some point. Luckily for her, this highly secure vault has a skylight nearby.
Oh,
Followed the signal
Emmy.
here, and that's when I ran into you.
There are 7 Dragon Balls. How do you only get one signal?
How'd you know I had the Dragon Ball?
A little machine I had.
I want Emmy
Oh, good,
Rossum to
because
play with
when
my
Goku's
Dragon
grandfather
Balls.
said he was going to have to find all these things, I thought he was going to have to go on an adventure or something. Thank God that's not the case. Also, since she didn't know there was more than one Dragon Ball when she came here, did she invent this machine to track the one
Dragon Ball in her father's vault.
just in case it got stolen?
Yeah.
And if so, why didn't the machine tell her
I'm
about
sorry, I'm
other
so
Dragon
distracted
Balls
by Emmy
sooner?
Rossum.
And she definitely didn't build this thing overnight either.
I'm gonna make them an unlimited source of energy.
Then I'll turn into Dr. Octopus, and Spider-Man will have to stop me. This is less believable.
Okay, one more comment, and I'll stop focusing solely on Emmy Rossum. I like the fact that in her current show, oh my God, the name of it's gone out of my head right now. It's on one of the pay channels, Showtime, I believe. She does a lot of nude scenes. Oh, it makes me love her even more.
Believable than the invisible car James Bond drove in that Die Another Day.
He's here.
How do you know?
The real question is, how does Bulma know that Goku is referring to his dead grandfather? Dragon Ball detector is just now detecting the presence of another Dragon Ball. Is this the same house Mal hid her totem in Inception? Yeah, because that huge golden ball crashing down on the table wasn't noisy at all. Just because it's in muted slow motion doesn't mean it didn't make noise. They dragged poor Cherry Fat into this, didn't they? Also,
call.
they were just looking for Roshi, and here's Roshi. I thought it might take an adventure of some sort to find him. I sure am glad that's not true.
Shadow Crane Strike. I recognize that anywhere.
Wait,
So-
is a Shadow Crane Strike such an exclusive?
Wait a second.
move?
So Roshi, we find out that Roshi's still a perv just because of the shirt he wears. That's the
It
only
absolutely has
indicator
to be
we
the
get.
Gohan?
I trained him.
Huh? Gohan is way older than Roshi, unless Roshi's supposed to be one of these Wolverine types who never ages.
I am Lieutenant Roshi!
Seriously, guys, this is like watching Robert De Niro in Rocky and Bullwinkle. I just can't believe what I'm seeing here.
And compel Shenlong to appear.
Believe me, I tried forever to unlock Shenlong in Street Fighter 2, and that did not go well.
The prophecy is true.
Fuck, can't we just have a sci-fi, fantasy, martial arts picture without a fucking prophecy for once? Seriously,
Yeah.
who creates these prophecies anyway? An
Hashtag
entire body
no
of water
prophecies.
disappears, and no one sees it or reports it.
Much easier to find without the water.
This asshole can detect a stray Dragon Ball under the water, but still didn't know where the hell Goku's Dragon Ball was earlier.
Shadow Crane Strike is the most basic of all the airbending.
But I could still tell you were using Gohan's particular Shadow Crane
These
strike for some
guys-
reason, even though it is very common. Also, did we have to bring airbending into this?
They're doing
Isn't
a
that
really good
completely
job of
different
finding
canon?
all the sins in this,
I'm no
but
expert,
of course the
I'm
movie
pretty
made
sure
it
that
easy
airbending
too.
is something else. Also, a movie forces me to remember The Last Airbender. I know Roshi said he needed to become stronger, but this is an unnecessary dick move.
Yeah, it
Looks
is.
like he's physically fit enough to run this far with hundreds of pounds on his back without even breaking a sweat. I doubt he really needed to get stronger if that's the case.
I thought you said this place is secret.
And, well,
Oh.
it still should be. Even if you
was
blind
some
about this
real
place, how
looking
many
martial
people would
arts.
actually want to make the trek to train here? Goku's would-be girlfriend just happens to be wailing on some dude at a remote martial arts training park when Goku walks up.
Damn.
Haha, that is funny. Another Wilhelm bites the dust. Also, this guy's practicing his moves on top of the rock in this shot, but in the next, he practiced something disappearing because that asshole is gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, what was it that you wanted to tell me?
He
That's
was
a
an
pretty
old
good
man,
move,
and
though.
His death barely affected me at all. Girls are pretty. Where did this asshole get a coat?
My key is shivering up.
Oh, maybe Ki really does have something to do with penis.
At least this won't be a total waste. I got a signal from a Dragon Ball.
Man, Dragon Balls are just everywhere they go, aren't they? Also, this device only detects them when they need to get the hell out of a scene. That's pretty convenient.
Poor
I'm getting
Emmy.
a strong signal from a Dragon Ball only 3 miles
No
ahead.
need for the update. We heard that 40 seconds ago. Interesting racket.
Don't be mean to
How many
Emmy.
people drive down this country road and fall into this trap. This is a bad way to make money.
I have no
It is.
marshmallows, but I do have a story.
Ironic that a character in
story?
this movie has a story, but the movie so far
I do
doesn't.
have a story.
2,000 years ago,
Damn it, he's rehashing the movie's opening narration.
in 2 days, the blood moon will eclipse the sun.
They've wasted a lot of time. Back when they were at Roshi's, he said they had 7 days.
In 7 days, the sun will be eclipsed by the blood moon.
Then they decided to go way out to this martial arts nature place, which must have taken 5 days because Bulma discovered a signal and they fell into the hole shortly
Oh,
after.
jeez.
Gathering Dragon Balls was the priority, but they wasted a whole week trying to give Goku some training.
Training he didn't really
Also,
need.
if it took him 5 days to get to one place, that means Chi-Chi and Goku are in some serious trouble at school. That or they're on spring break or some shit.
Unless we find the Dragon Balls and use our wish to banish Piccolo.
Yeah, is that a
Dang shit.
is
The
that
goal
an
is to banish Piccolo
excusable
from the Earth?
absence
How did that
if
work
you're
last time
trying to
again? Oh,
collect
yeah,
the
it
Dragon
didn't.
Balls?
Dragon Ball's close. I think it's buried underground.
Glad Spaz Kid isn't watching this. He'd use this as an excuse to cut class and say, "No, I was looking for the Dragon Balls."
Banish Piccolo.
Holy f***ing shit. The goal is to banish Piccolo from the Earth? How did that work last time?
Oh, yeah, it didn't.
Dragon Ball's close. I think it's buried underground.
Because that's something your little device can tell you. He couldn't have done this earlier. It wasted even more time because this asshole wanted to tell the story we already heard at the beginning.
We're gonna need some tools to excavate.
There's
Luckily,
plenty
we
of
were
tools
captured
in
by
this
a friendly
movie.
bandit with those very tools.
Well, I guess she hadn't robbed us. We wouldn't be able to get this Dragon Ball.
Movie states explicitly how stupid that is.
I followed Muten Roshi as directed. He's training the boy.
Well, if you call running around with something heavy on your back training,
Your blood
Yeah.
will give it life.
give what life? What primordial jelly is just lying around waiting for Piccolo's blood to infuse life into it? This volcanic wasteland is apparently
Only 3 miles ahead.
from where they were riding the motorcycle earlier.
He's right. I just fried my neck.
How does a Dragon Ball end up here, perfectly sitting on this volcano crag?
What
Wait,
the
there's an
fuck?
army of these things? Mia said his blood would give it life, sounding like one singular being, but there's a whole army? Here's the underworld school of movie fighting on full display. All we know is that asses are kicked.
Into the lava. That's the only way to stop them.
Well, it's a good thing you have a ton of lava around then.
Making a bridge.
Even better, their dead bodies form a perfect bridge you need to
You need
the
to
lava.
cross the
Goku punches Molly, and
Oh
she
my
falls into
God,
the pit of
really?
characters the protagonist forgets about for no reason.
He will destroy everything.
The future's always changing.
This is a Fox movie, and I think some of the pages of the Star Wars trilogy got mixed up with this one on the way to the copier. It's a harmless ball touching
Shit,
between
the
bros.
dialogue is terrible.
Eclipses in 2 days. We'll never find the other Dragon Balls in time.
You're just now figuring this out.
There is an other way.
Easy on Emmy.
Why bother wasting 45 minutes of time telling us these Dragon Balls are the only most important thing and then say, no, there's another way.
Fuck it.
The only chance to test now is in Tulsa.
Nice.
Hey, that's exactly where Chi-Chi said that fighting tournament's gonna be. They dragged poor Ernie Hudson into this, didn't they? Evil henchman.
Oh, Ernie Hudson, too?
Tournament just so she can steal
I like
Chi-Chi's
Ernie
blood.
Hudson.
Also, it's pretty amazing they were conveniently paired together in order for this to happen. Goku somehow shows up right after Mai leaves the arena.
Never thought I could enjoy talking to a thief.
Sure, random guy enters the picture, he gets to nail Emmy Rossum. You can't
What
have
the
a business-minded
fuck?
hot girl who doesn't want to date. That's nonsense. Of all the things that have ever stopped people from kissing in movies, this is perhaps the dumbest and most welcome.
My grandpa always said, in order to
I
master
welcome
my
it. Don't be
ki,
kissing on my
I
girl.
have to be at one with myself
Dipshit.
and with my enemy. I still don't know what that means.
I'm pretty sure your grandpa didn't know what that meant either.
Every time you light a torch, you get to take one step closer to me.
I'm so certain you want to bone me, you'll be shooting key like it's a tantric money shot you've been holding in for weeks. Once again, even though Goku's mind could not figure out the key, the power of the others is stronger. Also,
The
is this
writing
being
in
at one
these
with
is
yourself and-
great. I mean, in Cinemasins.
Take one step back, 3 more.
Also, Maya's got to be the clumsiest ninja I've ever heard.
Okay, do we
Because
lose
those who can
audio
light
for a
three
second
lanterns and
there?
never move should get laid no matter what.
Take one step back, 3 more.
That was weird. Wait a minute, tell him step back so the lights remain later. It'll be one step away from you. Okay, get that.
Also, Maya's got to be the clumsiest ninja I've ever heard.
Who gets
Because
one
those who
swipe
can
that
light three
math
lanterns
doesn't
and
matter
never
because
move
those who
should
light
get
three
laid no
lanterns,
matter
one
what.
move should get laid no matter
I
what.
don't think
All
I
right,
was
I
sleeping
get
in
it.
this temple, but wait a minute, that noise is totally suspicious. Also, Maya's got to be the clumsiest ninja I've ever heard. How did Mai know to transform into Chi-Chi? All she knew from the volcano scene was that Goku and crew were going to Toy-San, because she was listening from that thing. Even if she somehow saw Goku and Chi-Chi in the secret martial arts place, it takes a huge leap to say, I remember that girl Chi-Chi, and she's going to be in that
no
fighting
shit.
tournament.
Oh my
I better
God,
hightail
this
it down
was-
there and enter, because then I can steal her blood, transform into her, and no one will ask questions when I go into the temple. Also,
Now,
how she
for those of you who were unfortunate enough to have actually seen this movie, does it make it more fun or even worse seeing all the things these guys picked up that probably I know I wouldn't have picked it up just watching the movie. So does that make it better or worse having had to sit through it?
wearing the exact same outfit that the real Chi-Chi is. I mean, I can accept the blood transforming thing, but where does she get this exact outfit in a pinch when there isn't a gap anywhere in sight?
We'll find another way.
Fall into the
Use
gap.
fire extinguishing thing we just saw him use about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Help me, Goku.
He falls for this stupid shit, and the real Chi-Chi says nothing in protest. This cut is way, way bigger than the one she actually got at the tournament.
Wrong one.
The villain weapon that we just saw create a huge fire
Wow.
a minute ago changes to let's keep the hero alive mode. There's no real rush to change back into yourself, really, but there's definitely no real reason to change back just outside the room where there are people
Waiting to kill you!
It's not your time, Goku.
It's not your time, cliche.
Grandpa, how do I defeat Ozaru?
Always have
Oh, that's
faith
acting
in who
too.
you are.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Grandpa,
I'll be sure
how?
to faith that monster to death. Also, why are you so concerned about Ozaru? Isn't Piccolo the main badass in this movie?
That was my hell for 2,000 years.
Luckily, powerful spells that send you deep into the earth let you free without explanation.
I hope you're not trying to impress me.
I wouldn't mind, but I'll settle for scaring the crap out of you.
How can this gas pedal go any farther when he had this thing going past 180 miles an hour? Why didn't you just do this in the first place? Crash landing through a giant rock in a flying Humvee brings no harm to our heroes whatsoever. I've just been in a horrible accident. Better get into my yellow.
Yeah.
And shit, Roshi fell out of the Humvee, landed on hard rocks, and then slammed by falling rocks. This adventure presents no real danger to anyone except those who watch it.
You will bear witness to my glory when I compel Shenlong.
Roshi took that beating like a champ.
I pretty much already have that power now, but I decided I needed to get a magic genie dragon to really make it work.
When the blood moon eclipses the sun, you will become Ozaru.
Here's another whammy surprise that doesn't make one bit of sense. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, and I'm pretty sure this shit's all over the Dragon Ball universe. Also, this is a ridiculously convoluted plan. I feel like Ozaru could have lived in the Pacific Northwest as Bigfoot, and it would have made no sense to transform
He's a
into
Yeti.
who only reverts to his true form 18 years later. But only if there's a solar eclipse. Also, why
Yeah,
did
the
Piccolo
Yeti thing would have been
try to
better.
kill Goku so many times in this movie if he was that important? And why do people who make prophecies not see something like this?
You travel by meteor to hide amongst the vermin.
Who exactly set the meteor into motion, making sure it landed in the right spot, especially when Piccolo was imprisoned deep beneath the earth? Whoever did this had to make sure it landed precisely 18 years before Piccolo would be set free, something that was impossible to predict and still hasn't been explained.
Oh, there's another minor
This
plot
movie just
hole.
needs to give me a fucking break. Powerful Mafu tornado still allows its captor to conjure magic while ensnared in it.
Roshi, let me help you.
Saying things. The
Saying
awful bad guy who
things.
once was good can be reasoned with and turned back into a good person cliche.
Osaru can be beaten with fists, only with faith.
How about a nuclear bomb? Could anything defeat him before he had this stupid idea
Be
to
beaten
turn
with
into a
fists,
meteor
only
baby?
with faith.
Because I'm still scratching my head about the meteor baby.
Possible.
Agreed.
First rule is there are no rules.
This movie just ran with that shit, didn't it?
Wait,
Okay. I can't quite
Never
figure out
heard
what's
that
wrong
line
with this
before.
scene, but maybe it's because it looks fake as shit.
the Dragon Ball is mine.
Your mistake was talking. Also, this guy survived through sheer movie editing. When we last saw him, he was getting pummeled by Uzaru, but we didn't see the whole fight. So he survived because fuck you.
Because fuck you, that's why. That explains it.
Yeah, but that was about mastering your ki and shit. Didn't have anything to do with this other nonsense.
I wish it didn't have to end this way.
When someone says something about this movie not ending, I get
Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That's hell.
A wish requires a ceremony? Also, why did Piccolo have to wait until the solar eclipse to
fuck?
make his wish, but Goku can make a wish any damn time he pleases?
The Dragon Balls are gone. We have to find them again.
What kind of bullshit is that? Also, this movie thought it was going to get a sequel.
I just have to do one thing.
Goku refers to Chi-Chi as
did?
a thing.
If our relationship is gonna go anywhere,
Basically,
First,
just
Chi-Chi
met.
is the thing.
How is this a relationship?
Well, do your thing.
Discount Rocky 3, showing the main title again reeks of desperation and refunds. Movie we long ago worked on and has a bonus scene during the credits. F you, movie.
Wow. Wow. More
We never do
narration.
this.
You're
We never refer to the original material when we come up with sins for a movie. And for the main sins video, we kept to that philosophy. However, considering that Dragon Ball Evolution is one of the most requested sin videos we've ever had, we decided to do some research.
Just this once.
Just this once. Don't ever get used to it. We take you to
The things that pissed off
the things that pissed off the fans of
Dragon
Dragon Ball bonus round. Goku's hair. What happened to Goku's power pole? Couldn't this story have used some serious
Yeah,
power
the hair
pole
was
action?
really
I know
fucking
Chi-Chi
weird.
does. Isn't Gohan a famous martial artist? In this, he's just an old dude who knows some moves. Things have gotten better at Gohan's residence as their small hut has turned into a large house on some large plantation of some sort.
But friends.
Where's Goku's best friend Krillin?
Yes.
I guess you can't be a lonely teenager if you have
Yes.
one friend. In the movie, Goku only cares
Fuck
about
no
fitting in at
Krillin.
school and not becoming a crazy fighting badass. They've turned Mai into a humorless killer. I thought Mai worked for Emperor Pilaf. Oh well, not enough room for two big villains in this movie. Seriously? No antenna? What's up with school?
I was thinking that too.
Isn't
The
one of the
antenna.
things about Goku is that he doesn't have much of an education. The only time this asshole ever wants to hone his ki is when Chi-Chi's around. And this guy didn't really even like Chi-Chi in the manga. Although if she looked like Jamie Chung, that would have turned things around.
Yeah,
This movie didn't have
absolutely.
the balls to have Goku as the great ape step on and kill his own grandfather. Bulma has blue and purple hair, right? Not just one silly streak of blue hair. Also, she knows way more about the Dragon Balls than she does in the movie. What the f is up with that? Bulma
Yeah,
is
but
definitely no fighter.
you
but
can let
the
that
movie
go
would have
'cause,
you believe
I
that
mean,
she
you're
is.
awesome.
Her wish was to have a boyfriend, not money and fame. We actually would have given credit to the movie for that change, but then she falls in love with Mancha for no reason. In the movie, Roshi
man,
is
she
not
ends up
bald
with
and
that
looks way
dude.
younger than Gohan, his supposed student. In the effort to keep a PG movie, Roshi's perversions are kept in check. Yamcha also wants to make money
That
with these
sucks.
Dragon Balls, not cure his
You're not
shyness.
gonna let
Of course,
Roshi go
this
full out
asshole
perv,
is
don't
in no
fucking
way
bother.
shy in the movie. Look at what this motherfucker is wearing. In the movie, Piccolo creates minions using blood, not eggs. Also, where are his kids? Tambourine, cymbal, and drum. Yamcha is a major fighter character turned into comic relief in this movie. Also, where's his sword? In the movie, Roshi's master
Well,
is Sifu
Yamcha
Norris,
being
when it's
comedy
really Master
relief.
Mutaitu. Also, Roshi never doubted Piccolo's existence, calling the Kamehameha airbending. Goku is such
Oh,
a
that's-
badass in the original material,
that's-
he didn't
that's
need
bad.
boners to pull off the Kamehameha. He just did it because that's what Goku does.
Right.
Bulma is quick to pull that gun out, isn't she?
Didn't need
She should
boners.
be way more hesitant. Mai can shapeshift? The Kamehameha brings Goku back to life, even though it has no healing properties whatsoever. In the movie, Piccolo
Oh
wants
my
to
God.
rule the world, or something, but not become young again. Now we know why this is really stupid. Goku came to Earth in a spacecraft in the manga, and in this, he comes via meteor, which of course is dumb as hell. Remember when I said this scene probably all over the Dragon Ball series? Here are the reasons it's wrong. Transformation in the movie requires no tail. Uzaru is way smaller
yeah.
than the great ape that Goku can turn into. The great ape is turned into a character named Uzaru and works for Piccolo, who has no affiliation with great
With
apes.
great apes.
A solar eclipse makes the transformation possible rather than the moon. The Mafuba is a total pussy in this movie. Mai never dies in the series,
So
but
they-
evil always has to be punished in the movie. Goku easily defeats a normally extremely tough Piccolo in this movie. Yep, I thought this was stupid. He can only be summoned by this dumb
And the-
incantation by Goku. whereas usually just yelling out his name would do the trick. Shenron is a big
So the
character
grade
who
8
gets no
transformation they
speaking
just
lines.
threw in there because they wanted the
runs
grade
away
8.
from
They
him,
didn't.
disappears. And
Well,
finally, the Dragon
nothing
Balls don't turn to
remained
stone
true
in
to
this
the
movie.
story.
Also, they just get lost rather than being unable to be used for a year, which makes way more sense than this bullshit.
It's over 9,000!
It's over 9,000! Kick to the balls. 1,000 kicks to the balls. That was good. Holy shit. It's hard to believe. Wow. I mean, seriously.
Listen, why don't you turn around, walk away. No one will even know you were here.
Are you deaf, McFly? Beat it.
No, deaf. You leave her alone.
All right, McFly. You're asking for it.
Fits perfect.
Is another
Where do you fit in wax on the wax off? Well, there it is.
I see you. Pippin! Watch it.
Wow.
You step in this stuff and you stink forever.
My name's Neil.
Yes, I'm the keymaker. I've been waiting for you.
Boy sure found a way to make the time pass up there.
It's amazing how bad this really is.
Chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty bang bang,
Chitty chitty bang bang. How many of you guys remember that? That's perfect. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Father taught me.
Oh, yeah.
You do not
Talk about Fight Club.
I like children.
For breakfast?
Never. I'm a luck dragon.
I like that shot of Emmy.
My
I like
name
every shot
is
of Emmy.
Falcor.
That it's amazing to me that movie could really be that bad. Why? I mean, I have no idea. And again, I'm certainly not the first to say this, but why would you make a Dragon Ball movie and just pay no attention to detail of Dragon Ball whatsoever? I mean, not even pretend like you're trying to be true to the story. That was bizarre. And then the story they did come up with in place of the actual story within Dragon Ball was just fucking stupid. And as the crew at Cinemasins showed us, full of more than a couple plot holes. I like these everything wrong movies. If you guys are into these, we'll do some more of these because I'm a big movie nut and I love learning this stuff because I'm an eggplant. I miss plot holes and stuff all along. I like to have them pointed out to me. This was a really good video about a really, really bad movie. Holy shit. But it did have Emmy Rossum. It's the only positive.